Hello, Montacode from AfterburnGamers, and today we are playing Factorio. Now, what this game is, Factorio. Now, what this game is, well, I could explain it, but this pretty much helps explain it better. It is a free-to-play game where your task is to prepare a planet for colonization forces from Earth. Landing ships will be an easy target for attacks from native bases. However, they can be protected by rocket defense. You will need to research advanced technology in order to unlock rocket defense. Small start, work your way up with automation, and don't forget to protect from the natives. Now, the natives being bugs. The more production you make, the more pollution you make. The more pollution you make, the more you piss off the creatures, and the more they want to kill you. Now, pretty much, don't need to know this, but here's the map now. You can see the very, it looks kind of pixelated, but, you know, you cannot judge a book by its cover. Now, we started off by iron. That is good, minus the fact that we do not have copper. Now, the 4 resources you want generally are iron, like we see here. Let me get this stupid tree out of the way. I need to get an axe. And you see, this is how you craft. Your crafting menu is really easy and simple. You just craft things, so iron plates, you know, click it, and then it drops right where it needs to be. So let's get some wood. And this is pretty much a first look. I will just kind of show in the ropes of it, and then if I decide to, I will make this into a series, but right now we are doing first looks. Anyways, as I was saying, we have some nice iron here, which is good. The only problem being that there's a lot of trees around it, so we'll have to clear those out if we want to mine anything. Now, we want to find a nice, good location to set up our base. So, ooh, is that some copper up there? Ooh, that is a nice copper pool. Now, you can kind of see these little red ticks on the map. Now, you can see them down here now. This is a, these are the natives. They don't really like visitors. I don't recommend going near them, and although this is a good vein of copper, I don't want to build my base here, being that there is a lot of natives. So I'm gonna hope that I can go up here to the iron. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a nice copper field above it. I see something. Is that copper? Now, you guys probably can't see. Oh wow, that's a tease. But doesn't look like I'm getting much. I might have to go down there and live with the natives. Sorry to say. Now this purple stuff, if you can actually have high enough resolution, you can really see there's nothing there. Now if you look closely, I don't know how well this is going to render out on YouTube, but there is oil. Now what you do with oil is better technology unlocks you availability to acquire oil. Now oil, you can crack it, you can mine it, and I think we just found home. And pretty much you resource the hell out of it and get good stuff. Now what the hell? Alright, seriously. There is a double base here. I don't see the other one. They are on top. Oh wow, that is a huge one. And I don't want to go near it. So I guess we spawned in a shitty map. Usually they're not this close to iron and other things of that nature. Unless they updated on me. But I guess we gotta go with these two down here. Now as far as research goes, this is your research menu. You can see we don't have much, but this is everything you can unlock in research. So, being that, see if you click on them, you see you need these little red science packs. Now, you actually have to craft those, and then you gotta stick them in this thing. It's called a lab. They cost a little bit in the beginning, but as you make money, they're not too much of an issue, but they're expensive for right now. So what we're gonna do is not get stuck on trees, because these trees are really annoying. Freaking son of a fudge tits. Alright, this is the problem with building in forest, people, is the bugs can navigate them flawlessly while you're stuck trying to do things. So I really don't want to build near there, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to build right here. Now, seeing how this is just a first view, let's get this going here. Now, being that this is a long game, I might have to break this up a little bit. But the first thing you want to do is you gotta get yourself some, we got some wood, which is good. It's a plus. You want to get yourself some copper. So we're gonna get ourselves 10 pieces of copper. There's one. And this is pretty much how you mine in the beginning. It's nothing special. This will become absolute in a little bit. As you can see on the bottom toolbar, I don't want to switch down there because my guy is mining. You see this little weird dog looking thing and a little temple. Now what the dog thing is one more. And the dog thing is this guy. It is a drill. Burner mining drill. And what it does is it takes coal or wood or anything flammable, which at this point is only really wood and coal, and burns it to mine stuff. Now I'm going to stick it on the iron because I got to make a little bit of a trip to get some stone. Now stone is used to make your little, I said temple, it's actually a stone furnace. So we're going to put this down, and you can see there's a little arrow on it. Now what that arrow does is that's where it spits it out, so that's why we got the wood. Gonna make ourselves a wooden chest and put it right there, and then we are going to grab some fuel. We put 14 pieces. Yeah, we got wood all around us. We'll stick 36, and you'll see that this green bar goes up, and this tells us what we're mining, iron ore, or you can hover over it, and it tells us there's 2k iron ore available for this miner. It'll slowly go down as we mine it, and when you hit it, you got 4 pieces. Or you can hover over it, and it'll tell you all nice and pretty. Anyways, on to rocks. Here's the copper. We can get some coal, as you can see over here. That's some good coal. Here's some rocks. Alright, so rocks kind of look like iron on the map. Hard to get confused sometimes. A little annoying. But what I'm going to do is I want to get 10 pieces of rocks. And then I am going to build some furnaces, because we need to process some of this ore, because I want to get a nice base going ASAP. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to venture a little east here. Directionally challenged. Here's a nice little blurb of iron here. Now if we had a little blurb of copper, that would be fantastic. But, ooh, that's a really nice little vein of iron over there. Now iron is your soul. It is pretty much your soul in this game. And I think we just found home. With little friends. Now it's only one base, granted. I could kill that off later, but I'm gonna build my base right over here, because I got your 3 main resources for now, and we got a little bit of rock yonder. But what I'm gonna do is, how much does a miner cost? It costs us some iron plates. So let's get some iron going. Now, in the beginning, I advise more of building, think of this area. We're going to be mining all this resource. It's going to be tumbling down this way. So we're going to build down here. So it's going to skim past all our furnaces, and it's going to go straight in here. But I don't advise that just yet, because we're just going to purely mine iron for now. It's a good thing to keep that in mind. So what we're going to do is stick this right here. We are going to put our hard-earned iron we're just about to mine in it. Let's get a couple pieces. We want to get enough for another drill, so I can put it down, go back, get the other one, and all its glory, and put her on over here on the copper or something. I will have to kind of watch out for those little guys up there. I do have a gun with 10 rounds, but in this game, when you die, you die. Not literally. I mean, you can load from checkpoints, but that's kind of cheating. But it will happen a bit. I mean, the first time I played this, I did get wrecked. I didn't realize there was natives. They weren't as... I didn't know what the colors were, so I thought the red things were like civilians, and I didn't know you could zoom out and in on the map, which is a very helpful thing to know. So I was like gaming like this compared to this. It sucked. So, good tip there. Don't forget about zooming. Now, back to the forest. Now wood. Right now, wood isn't too important like in other games. I know voxel games like Minecraft and whatnot. Wood is important. Also, another thing is when you pick up the things, you get it and whatever inside. So I got the wood back with it. And you can see there's 57. I can just pick up the chest. Boom. And I got all the iron ore from that. So we're good to go. there is day and night cycles on this as well. Anyways, back to what I was saying, is wood in this game isn't as important. It is nice to have for some chests and other things, but rocks and wood is something you start off with. It's pretty much your lifeline of fuel, and getting stuck on trees is annoying as well. But as the game proceeds, you don't really need it unless you want to build some stuff with it. Like wooden chests are pretty much, I believe, the only thing, well, and electric poles. Electric poles you're not going to need. Well, you'll need them because you're going to make a steam generator and eventually electric mining place. But as for right now, we don't need it. Because water is the one thing we don't have over here, which I should have thought about. It is kind of a fourth primary resource, but we can always tunnel it over here. So we want to stick the, switch this around. Stick our stuff in here. Stick our fuel. And let's make us another burning drill. Now what this is going to do is it's going to, oops, I'm going to get part of that fuel in here. What I'm going to make this one is I'm going to make this one our fuel. We're going to need lots of fuel. So let's go over here. Now coal, obviously fuel, do pretty much the exact same thing. So I'm just going to mine a quick piece and stick it in this drill. Boom. And then what that'll do for us is it'll mine some nice coal. We're gonna get our iron, gonna get our coal, and I'm gonna start tunneling over some copper. And we will be good to go. Starting off wise. As you see, we're getting a good amount now. 20. See, this takes 36. So in the beginning, it is expensive. It's not something I advise. But we want a steam engine eventually, so we're gonna have to wait. Because it costs a bit to pipe stuff over. Because I mean, look at on my map. You don't see any water until you get around here. Now that was my mistake. I believe there's some water right here for you guys on the YouTube. Unless, oh, see right there. There's some water. So I'm gonna have to pipe that all the way up and over. So that'll be a giant pain, but it'll be worth it. I'll just have to make sure that we're not murdering. Well, we're not getting murdered ourselves, because where you put your power plant, you see these little puffs of smoke, they're blowing in the direction of those bugs over there. They'll eventually get pissed, come at me, and murder me. So, stick the coal back in it. It's gonna mine us some fuel. Now, you don't really want to attack these guys, they respawn. So, unless you know you can kill their hive, I don't recommend attacking them unless they're attacking you. But what we can do is nothing. Because we have nothing to do. Give me a second here. So now, what these burner inserts do is pretty much they grab things out of other things and put them in stuff. So say we have, you know, our plates in here, and say you want to organize them. So we can build an iron chest now, which has a little more slots. It tells you right on 60 slots versus 36 slots, and say, let's move the plates in here to this chest. So we build a burner insert, put it on, and you can see that the arrow points to where it goes. Put it in there, and oof, we don't have fuel. Let me go grab some of that, and I'll show you exactly what it does. Now I'm watching fully on this red little guys. They charge and they'll want to kill my family, but we won't let that happen. So you can see that no research is being conducted. You don't want to really research anything until you get your research lab up. But let's go ahead and fuel this up. Let's put 5 fuel in it. You'll see that it is taking stuff out and putting it right in the chest. And it'll always take out of this thing. Well, not always. If you have fuel next to it, it'll load it with fuel. It'll load it with this, and it'll load it with, and take out of this. But it only goes one way, as you see. It won't load. I apologize. You'll have to get another grabber for that. So, I mean, some of these projects get pretty big, pretty nifty. But while we're at it, let's build another miner, because we're going to need a bit of stuff. But as you see down here, if you looked really closely, it was making a multiple things, because it'll make all the components to make that item for you, which is really nice. But let's say, you know, How fast is this taking out? It's taking about like 2 for every one of these. So what we want to do is we don't want to overload this with ore. What are we missing? We're missing 5 stone. So we are gonna have to go get some stone, which is luckily right here. Let's get some of this guy. 4, and there we go, got 5. Build another furnace. And let's get ourselves some 5 more. Now you can see I'm using this little rod thing. That's because as you break stuff, your tool breaks. Now I don't have enough for another tool, so I'm gonna have to go over here and make another damn tool, because that sucks. So let's make another one of these tools. So see, it made everything it needed to get the tool. And now we can power this baby up. Stick a furnace down. And now what we can do, steal half the firewood from this. Well, technically it's fuel. But now we're gonna shot in and say what we want to do is we want to funnel it here, but we want all our stuff in here. So what you can do is you build these things called transporter tubes. Well, not transport belt. So let's build 4 of those, 4 or 5 of those. And that's pretty much how it goes. It'll fall on the ground right here, and we want to put it in here. So we build another burner inserter, you put it on, and you borrow some coal because you're running low on coal. Now, see, wood doesn't last you very long here. But what'll happen is, oopsies, I'm sorry, I didn't explain that right. So you need something to take it out. So let's put that there, and now it'll go here. So it's on the ground now. So if we had another burner inserter, we could put it on. Now, I don't know. What has the most fuel here? Nothing. So let me go grab some more fuel and I'll show you how it works. So, right away in the beginning, it's nice to have a good source of copper, but again, it is very crucial to have a lot of iron. I would have to say iron is a little more important than copper. That's just my opinion. You'll be using it in the beginning a lot more, and then when you're at the point where you need to get a massive quantity of copper, sorry, there's a bug crawling over there. I want to make sure it wasn't going to kill me. When you're at the point where you need a massive amount of copper, then you'll have like all what you need to go grab it, because things will be trying to murder you. Let me quickly fuel this crap up. And there we go. See what it does? It hands it off to this robot. I just picked up the plate. I mean, it'll pick it up off the ground, but it's preoccupied with handing plate off right now, so it'll hand the other one the plate and put it all in one chest. So we got a little factory going here. Now, it can get a little complicated with 3. I'll build 3 really quick because we're going to need a lot of iron, and it'll be nice to have all these plates when we need it. So, we need more stone. It's always the stone, I tell you. I'm sorry. Bless me. I'm sorry. I'm allergic to stone, I guess. It's just a bastard. No, not really. But let's go grab some like 10-ish stone here, because that'll be enough for a drill and a furnace. And actually, let's go ahead and get 15. So we're at 10 right now. We got 11. There's magic 12, magic 13. It's all magic. 14's magical. 15 you suck. So no one cares about you. And here we go. We can build ourselves a binding drill, a burning thing. A furnace. And we will put that there. Put our furnace there. And, oopsies, say that. Alright, so we're going to put around 8 on here. Look at that, I was right. So it's going to dump it in here. We all want it in this chest. So what it's going to do is, let's make this guy have an important job here. Okay, it's going to do the same job. Correction. Alright, sorry. So what I'm getting sick of hauling all this stuff over, so what I'm also gonna do here, just um sorry about that. That was really loud and obnoxious. Sorry for the mute right there. Something just kind of went off. Anyways, that was the alarm for 20 minutes. We are going to finish our first looks in the next episode. If I continue, it might turn into an episode series. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment a game that you would like to see. I'll see you next time. Have yourself a good afternoon.